Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the 808 podcast where I interview business owners, CEOs, and whoever else I feel like. 4 questions, 8 minutes and 8 seconds because 808 looks like Bob, and here we go. Question number 1 in a few sentences. Tell me who you are and what do you do?
Hello, I am Sabrina Torres, and I am the co-owner of BOXX Bar. BOXX Bar is an adult toy store. We sell toys, jewelry, and clothing primarily for women.
Perfect. Love it there. Yeah, this is going to make a couple people blush. This episode will do a little bit of blushing today there. So question number 2. So what advice do you want to share, Sabrina? Go for it.
So when we first talked about doing this episode, I made the joke of how do you go from, depressed pastor's wife to happy and thriving sex toy shop owner. So I'm going to tell you how to do that in 3 steps.
Let's do it.
Basically, number 1, you have to actually pursue your own happiness. I don't know about a lot of you, but I was raised primarily to seek other people's happiness, to do things that made my parents proud and my community proud. And it turned out that who I actually am didn't really match up with those things.
Right.
So I had to learn how to actually pursue happiness. And what did that look like for me? And then after that, number 2, really in making yourself happy is trying different things. You have to try, you can think you know what makes you happy, right?
Right.
But until you go out there in the world and try some things and have life experiences, you're not really going to know. So a big part of my journey through this has just been to try new things. Hilariously enough, I never touched a sex toy until I was 27 years old. And I think the first time I did, the vibration freaked me out and I threw it across the room. So it was really, really funny. But it was through trying different things that led me to find out that I'm actually passionate about this and about helping women find what makes them happy. And that is the third thing about.
Well, actually, before you go to the third thing, I want to ask you a question for number 2 there. What is something that you tried that didn't make you happy? So you're in this process, you're like, I'm going to find out I'm happy. And then you went through this process to get to sex toys. What were some things you did between then that were like, I don't like this?
Well, initially I'd put myself into school when I was going through my divorce, and I knew I wanted to be a business owner, but I really wasn't sure if after I got my bachelor's degree, I would want to go on and get a master's. That was my initial plan. I was like, I should really pursue higher education.
Right.
Oh, I hated school.
Mm.
It was just not for me. I did finish my bachelor's, but was glad to be done and never take another university class again.
Awesome. Continue to number 3 now.
Yeah. So the third thing is, once you find what makes you happy, find a way to spread the joy. Figure out how to show other people the path. That's really going to be the thing that ultimately brings you a lot of joy in life.
Mm-hmm.
When we started this business, we came up with the tagline, "Make yourself happy." We actually were shocked to find out that no one already had that in this industry.
Wow.
And so, yeah, that's what we're all about, is helping, especially women. I don't know if you know about the Orgasm Gap, Bob.
Just I'm just going to smile and nod. Of course I know about it. Of course, I'm online. Everyone's an expert, so I am an expert in the Orgasm Gap. Of course, yeah.
Right. So
right.
Women have fewer orgasms than men. And it's
okay. I actually did know that. Honest to God truth, I did know that one.
Yeah. So our goal is to close the gap and help women make themselves happy, whether they have a partner or not. And we set out to do that through, creating like a site that's prettier than you would typically think of for a
Right.
sex store and all of that. So yeah, we were all about like, how do we help other women be as happy as we are?
Yeah, well, actually, obviously, before, again, full disclosure, every time I have someone on, I check the website out beforehand. And it's one of the things now, other than some of the pictures as someone walked by, the website looks classy.
Yes.
So now if I had a big screen up and someone looks, okay, maybe not, but again, but the whole outlook was a very classy look there. So I actually want to ask you another question about the passion thing. Yeah. What is the passion that you have? There's no way to monetize it. So like if I'm passionate about all technology, how would you go about that? And I'm talking like DOS machines and everything.
Well, I am one of those people that don't believe you have to monetize everything that makes you happy. Some things you can really ruin by monetizing it.
Right.
And so, if something really does make you happy, keep pursuing it, whether it brings an income or not. If you find an income stream from it, great. If you don't, then awesome. You have a hobby, which is really, really healthy.
Right. Yeah, 100% agree. Let's get to question number 3. What other top CEOs, business owners, and influencers that you know that are successful like you that you want to give a shout out to?
Um, well, I don't ever remember if you've already spoken to them or not, but Molly Hale, one of my favorite people in the world. And she was really helpful to me throughout this journey. So definitely want to give her a shout out.
Yeah, I've had her on the other podcasts that I did before I switched the style. So I will definitely check her out. But number 4, Sabrina, the final fun question. Tell me about your first sale.
So that was fun because, opening a sex toy shop, we actually were in the research and development phase for a year on this. So like we really did the work. And everybody knew and was waiting for us to open. So we basically did like a soft launch, and we're very excited that within our first hour, we had a really big, amazing first sale from
Nice.
somebody who had just simply been waiting and looking forward to us opening. So we were really, really happy about that, and surprised.
Yeah, no, that is an awesome surprise there. So, hey, Sabrina, you've got 1 minute and 49 seconds left. We can do some promo time. You can ask me a question. You can talk about the weather. Can't show samples because YouTube and LinkedIn frown upon that, just to let you know. Just want to make sure that they're always
You know. Yeah, so I guess the thing I really would want to say to anybody who is curious about visiting our site, but maybe a little nervous, like I said before, we're really, really passionate about making this something that was much more comfortable, especially for women, and just not so intimidating, not so over the top. And one of the things you'll find if you visit our site is we actually have a small amount of products per section compared to most toy sites, because we wanted to offer things that we really, really stand behind.
Mhm.
Um, Everything there we've tried, or a friend of ours has tried, that we trust. So these are really like getting a look into our personal recommendations. So yeah, if you kind of visit and go, why do they have such a small selection? Because we wanted to carry what we were excited about. And of
Right.
course, as it goes back to make yourself happy. So
Exactly there. Love it there. So, hey, you got 38 seconds left, Sabrina. Is there anything else you want to add, or we can end early and that's okay?
I so want to ask you what seemed most interesting to you on the site.
On the site, okay, I didn't go that far in. It's more of a little glance. I'm like, okay, there we go, and then a little bit of
You don't have
bang.
to answer.
No, I honestly don't have an answer, to be honest. There, okay, nipple clamps. Like, oh, they have nipple clamps. I remember that. There we go. So there we go. Hey, there we go. So you pulled it off, Sabrina. 4 questions in 8 minutes and 8 seconds. Sabrina, why is it 8 minutes and 8 seconds?
Because it looks like Bob.
Exactly. I love it there. Say your website real quick.
www.boxxbar.com.
It's in the description. It's magic. Sabrina, thank you so much for being on. Tip of the hat to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And for everyone else watching or listening, I am legally required to tell you to like, share, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, whatever the heck the social media network tells you to do. You all have a wonderful day. Now, talk to you later. Bye.